MICROTRACK filtration is simplification of the procedure. This film is being shown in 3 dimensions. The eyeball has been fixated by an episcleral suture. I use 80 micron steel for this purpose, making a hole in the conjunctiva through which mitomycin 0.01% has been injected under the conjunctiva and pushed towards the opposite side. This mitomycin is not to be removed the way most people do by washing it. Nothing like that is required. A corneal pocket section through which air was injected, and now we are injecting sodium hyaluronate so that the upper part of the anterior chamber becomes deepened. This is 100 micron glaucoma tip of Hugo blade. The conjunctiva is pushed to the limbus, and at the highest energy level this tip is pushed into the anterior chamber. Two times. The tracks have been made, and these tracks are exact 250 micron in width. No fluid is flowing out because of the hyaluron being in the anterior chamber, and now we are injecting cross-linked sodium hyaluronate. The cannula is blunt and it gets entangled with the Kenan capsule. Finally, you get through and reach the limbus and inject cross-linked sodium hyaluronate. Raise a big bleb. Then we need to do a peripheral iridectomy, a pocket section at the limbus through which iris is pulled out and cut. It's a good step because it prevents iris bombay formation close to the filtration track. The big iridectomy joins the anterior and the posterior chamber and equalizes fluid pressure on both sides and reduces the chances of internal closure of the track. The surgery is complete. Nothing more needs to be done. You can check the pressure by pressing with a needle holder. And that is the end of the surgery. There is a second patient, similar one, advanced glaucoma, primary open angle, ballooning the conjunctiva with mitomycin 0.01%, and it will remain there or will get drained. A pocket section into the anterior chamber, injection of carbachol to contract the pupil, injecting air, followed by sodium hyaluronate, then pushing the conjunctiva to the limbus and using a 100 micron glaucoma tip of Hugo blade, going inside once, going inside twice. The track is made. There is no flow of fluid from inside because of helon inside, and you inject cross-linked sodium hyaluronate under the conjunctiva, balloon it up. The presence of cross-linked sodium hyaluronate reduces the chances of flattening of the anterior chamber and reduces the chances of internal blockage by a piece of iris. Now we do peripheral iridectomy through a limbal incision made with a 1.5 mm diamond knife. Pull out the conjunctiva, pull out the iris and do iridectomy. Wash out the pigment. So this iridectomy prevents iris bombay and internal blockage. Now this part of the film is being shown, the surgery is over, and I'm looking at when the blood stops. So just as I was doing that, I found that first of all, and some blood from the incision line started going into the lymphatics. So that was fascinating. That's why the recording has been continued, and the entry of the blood into the lymphatics. See here, that gives you another proof that the lymphatics are very important structure of the eye, and they are responsible for the drainage of the fluid under the conjunctiva and for the drainage of the aqueous which comes after filtration surgery. Now this lymphatics, the lymphatics have to go into the head of every glaucoma surgeon. This is my belief. Anyway, the film has shown you the simplification of MICROTRACK filtration as of today.